Down in old Death Valley, rolling through the west, I passed a highway marked that showed the shortest and the best. Took the short to Shoshone and ran into a mesquite tree. Only one in 40 miles of stovepipe territory. Read your morning paper and on your radio, there's another city bill lost in Death Valley, dry long so. Down in old Death Valley, you can't see the dust for the road. You might have thought that highway cop is a pop-eyed horny toad. Sun so hot I can barely see this fence post waving a hand at me. Scrawniest man you'll ever find alone on the burning sand. Well, he says my name's Jack Nickerson, Death Valley is my home. And if you keep walking, buddy, you'll see buzzards for too long. Sit a spell in my old shack, you're looking rather green. These city folks can't stand the heat in Death Valley Jack's country. Was in the year 1910 when my wife and kids and me, we left our home in old Sioux Falls, Palm Desert for to see. I'd given my life savings to a broker from L.A. A grapefruit ranch was promised where the ocean breezes blow. Live in California, Jack, the broker said to me. It ain't like work the brochures tell, pulling grapefruits off the tree. Shoe selling had not armed me for a hard life in the West. Large bunions and creditors is what farmers grow the best. Flash flood changed my land around, 1916 went dry. My wife and kids died in that year, and dust was what I had. Read your morning paper and on your radio, there's another sunshine dream gone down, California dry long so. I see you smoke cigars, my friend. Well, the banker smoked them too, who repossessed my dirt grapefruits in 1922. But I was glad to let it go, and never since that day Death Valley's been my homestead, boy. It's safer that away. Agriculture's doom, says Jack, I'll see you here below. We'll live in perfect harmony where the borax clinkers grow. This is Ry Cooder speaking. VPRO Radio. Your progressive music station. you just got to sing it with Sleepy John's ironic voice, and I don't know if I can muster that, but this will suffice for the time being. Now, when I got to Washington, you know I was feeling all right. When I left, I was feeling bad, sad. Blind man messed up in tear gas. Now I went on the outside. I heard a racket. I went on the outside. Tear gas all in my eyes. Now it's bad. Now sad. Blind man messed up in tear gas. One had me by the feet, one had me by the head. I said, don't worry about the feet, just take care of the head. Nah, it's bad. Sad. Blind man messed up in tear gas. And he said I was all right. I just run that red light. Now it's bad. Sad. Blind man messed up in tear gas. I heard Mr. Nixon making a talk, and I think it was good advice. Every man and woman ought to be working for their own pride. Now it's bad, it's sad. Blind man messed up in tear gas. I went to the Catholic church. Black peas on the bottom and white on the top. I know I'm just working for my equal rights. Now it's bad. Sad. Blind man messed up in tear gas. Have you seen that vigilante man? Have you seen that vigilante man? Have you seen that vigilante man? I've been hearing his name all over the land. Rainy nights down in the engine house, sleeping just as still as a mouse. Man come along, chased us out in the rain. Was that a vigilante man? Nights we pass the time away, sleeping in some good warm place. Man come along, chased us out in the rain. Was that a vigilante man? Tell me, why does a vigilante man? Tell me, why does a vigilante man carry that sawed-off shotgun in his hand? Would he shoot his brother and sister down? Well, have you seen that vigilante man? Have you seen that vigilante man? I've been hearing his name all over the land. Here's a song. It's you remember Denomination Blues? Washington Phillips is a mysterious person in race records who wrote all good songs, never wrote a bad one, and they're all sort of sermon-like. They preach and tell little stories and about morals, you know. And he played a little piano, a little tiny toy piano and everything. Had this funny voice. And this tune is "You Can't Stop the Tattler" is what it's called, for some reason or another. How does it start? What in the hell? Oh yeah. whenever you find a man that loves every woman he sees, there's always some kind of woman that's putting him up a tree. Now that kind of man, he ain't got as much sense as a mule. You know every woman don't love you, they're just playing you for a fool. Now when you marry the wrong kind of woman and you get where you can't agree, you just as well to get your hat and let that woman be. But men ought to make good husbands and quit trying to lead a fast life, gone about dressing up other women and won't put clothes on his own wife. Now whenever a man or either woman won't attend their conference in church, you just as well to turn them out, 'cause their religion don't amount to much. When you get an argument about coming to church, they already wants to live wrong, and they will begin telling you that we can serve our God at home. Already made a mistake. When Roosevelt came to the land of the hummingbird, shouts of welcome were heard. When Roosevelt came to the land of the hummingbird, shouts of welcome were heard. His visit to our island is bound to be an epoch in local history, definitely marking the new era, keeping Trinidad in America. For this great man's jubilation was evinced by the entire population. Friendship for the USA was shown. From his house the stars and the stripes were flown. The state threw open the gates to the President of these United States. In fact, everybody was glad to welcome Roosevelt to Trinidad. our privilege to see the democratic president of the great republic, with his charming and genial personality and his wonderful urbanity. We were struck by his modest style and was intrigued by the famous Roosevelt smile. No wonder everybody was glad to welcome Roosevelt to Trinidad. Now we understand that the president had just been on a visit to Brazil and the Argentine. Mr. Cordell Hull and attendants, they took part in a peace conference to stop war and atrocity, make the world safe for democracy, the greatest event in a century in the interest of suffering humanity. Now I never will forget that folding bridge. Now I never will forget that folding bridge. Now I'll never will forget that folding bridge. Tell me 5 minutes time, I know what I was here. Now when I was going down, I throwed up my hand. Now when I was going down, I throwed up my hand. Now when I was going down, I throwed up my hand. Please take me on dry land. And they laid me across the plains. Now they carried me in the house and they laid me across the plains. Now they carried me in the house and they laid me across the plains. About a gallon of muddy water I had drank. Now they dried me off and they laid me in the bed. Now they dried me off and they laid me in the bed. Now they dried and they laid me in the bed. I couldn't hear nothing but muddy water running through my head. Now some people on the bridge was screaming and crying. Now some people on the bridge was screaming and crying. Now some people on the bridge, they were screaming and crying. Lord have mercy, where's he going? Now my mother often taught me, quit playing above. Now my mother often taught me, quit playing above. Now my mother often taught me, son, quit playing above. Go somewhere and settle down and make a cross. Yeah, just a minute ago. Feels funny now. It's all right. see a song. Well, I'll play that one I played. And how's it start? I'm getting bad on beginning. Oh yeah, yeah. play another one. What's a good one? Yeah. Oh, what's that one? The one that you like so much all the time. It's, not How I Love Jesus, but happy something about happy all the time. Yeah, right. Happy times. Are we happy? No, that's not it either. Yeah, that's a good one to do, actually. I'll do one more. Let's see. I gotta think of a better one than that. Huh? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's good.